You're listening to Voice First AI, the show where we decode how voice technology is transforming business, one smart conversation at a time. I'm your host, Michael, and I'm thrilled to have you join us today. In this episode, we're diving into a game-changing strategy for anyone working with AI prompts, the role task format formula. If you've ever wished your AI-generated content could be better, faster, and more useful, you're in the right place. Stay tuned, because today's episode is going to give you the tools to make that happen.
At Arizona State University, we're bringing world-class education from our globally acclaimed faculty to you. Ranked number one in innovation for 10 consecutive years and number two among public universities for employability, ASU isn't just ahead of the curve, it's creating new paths to success. Earn your degree from the nation's most innovative university. Online, that's a degree better. Explore more than 300 undergraduate, graduate, and certificate programs at asuonline.asu.edu.
All right, let's kick things off with a little story. It starts with me sitting at my computer late one night looking for a spark to light up my marketing strategy. I thought, hey, I've got ChatGPT. I'll ask it for some killer marketing advice. So I typed in my prompt, hit enter, and waited for marketing magic to happen. And you know what I got? A TED Talk. Yep, instead of a solid marketing plan, I got an essay on the principles of marketing that would make your college professor proud, but wasn't exactly the roadmap I needed. I was disappointed, to say the least. But this whole experience got me thinking. Maybe it wasn't the AI's fault, but rather my prompt that was the issue. So I started tinkering and researching, and I stumbled upon the role task format formula. It was a total game changer. Instead of just asking for marketing help, I broke it down. I told ChatGPT its role, defined the task, and added a specific format I wanted it to follow. Something like, you're a seasoned marketing strategist. Your task is to create a social media campaign plan. Format it as a step-by-step guide with actionable steps. And boom, the results were incredible. I got a detailed, easy-to-follow plan that I tweaked just a bit before hitting the schedule button. And guess what? That post went viral. The difference was night and day. It wasn't just good advice. It was good advice I could use right away. No fluff, just actionable steps. Now, every time I need something from ChatGPT, I use this formula. Give it a shot next time you need AI assistance and watch how your results improve. Trust me, you won't be disappointed. So, how does this magical formula work? Let's break it down. The first component is the role. This is where you specify the AI's role. Think of this like casting an actor in a movie. You wouldn't just say, like, no, be in the film. You'd say, you're the wise mentor, or you're the hero. When you define the AI's role, you're giving it a character to embody. Maybe it's a data analyst, a graphic designer, or, like in my story, a seasoned marketing strategist. This sets the stage for relevant and context-specific responses. Next up is task. This is all about clarity. Instead of asking for something vague, you spell out exactly what you want. If your task isn't clear, you'll get a muddled response. So instead of saying, help with marketing, you might say, create a social media campaign plan. The clearer your instructions, the better the AI can fulfill the task. It's like giving your actor a script rather than improv lines. Finally, we have format. This is the finishing touch, the cherry on top, if you will. This is where you tell the AI how you want the information presented. Do you want a bullet point list, a step-by-step guide, or perhaps a friendly paragraph? Specifying the format ensures that the output is not only useful, but also immediately actionable. Here's the big takeaway. General inputs will give you general outputs. If you ask broadly, the AI will return something equally broad and possibly less useful. But if you get specific, oh boy, that's where the gold is. The more precise you are about the role, task, and format, the more likely you are to get exactly what you need, often without any further tweaking. All right, folks, now that we've laid down the basic principles of the role task format formula, let's bring it to life with some real-world examples. Picture this. You're knee-deep in the marketing trenches. What you really need is a launch strategist to craft a killer social media campaign. With the role task format approach, you prompt ChatGPT like this. You are a seasoned launch strategist. Your task is to create an engaging social media campaign for a product launch. Format it as a step-by-step guide with actionable steps. Boom! You get a tailor-made plan that's ready to roll out and make waves. Now, let's switch gears to education. Imagine you're a middle school science teacher who's out of fresh ideas for your next lesson plan. You could ask, you're an experienced middle school science teacher. Your task is to develop a lesson plan on the solar system. Format it as a daily schedule with objectives and activities. Suddenly, you have a structured, engaging lesson plan that your students will love. Okay, healthcare professionals, listen up. Say you're a research nerd looking to summarize the impact of AI in diagnostics. Type in, you are a healthcare research expert. Your task is to summarize the latest advancements in AI for diagnostics. Format it as a concise summary with key points. Just like that, you've got an insightful summary ready to present at your next meeting. On to finance. If you're a money coach drafting a savings plan, you could try, you are a financial advisor. Your task is to create a comprehensive savings plan. Format it as a table with monthly targets and tips. And voila, you get a practical, easy to follow savings plan. E-commerce gurus, here's one for you. Imagine needing ways to boost conversions on Shopify. Prompt like this. You are a Shopify consultant. Your task is to suggest methods to increase conversions. Format it as a list of strategies with brief explanations. Your online store is now a conversion magnet. Switching but staying green in the renewables sector, you might be Elon's cousin looking to pitch solar energy. You'd go, why, you are an expert in renewable energy. Your task is to draft an email pitching solar panel installations to a corporate client. Format it as a persuasive email with key benefits highlighted. That email is going to shine brighter than the solar panels you're selling. Entertainment industry, peeps. If you're a screenwriter stuck on a log line, try this. You are an experienced screenwriter. Your task is to create a log line for a thriller movie. Format it as a single gripping sentence. Boom, you've got a log line that hooks like a fish. Now, onto tech support. Suppose you're providing IT support for Wi-Fi troubleshooting. Prompt it like this. You are an IT support specialist. Your task is to guide someone through troubleshooting their Wi-Fi issues. Format it as a step-by-step troubleshooting guide. Say goodbye to connectivity woes. Jest hospitality industry consultant. If you're aiming to boost guest experiences, here's your prompt. You are a 5-star hotel consultant. Your task is to create a guest experience checklist. Format it as a checklist with must-have amenities and services. Your guests will feel like royalty. Last, but definitely not least, personal development buffs. As a time coach, you might say, you are a productivity expert. Your task is to share quick productivity hacks, formatted as a list of actionable tips. There you have it, your path to peak productivity. So, folks, those are 10 industry-inspired prompts to get you started with the role task format formula. Pretty simple, right? Trust me, this formula can be applied to almost any field, making your AI-generated content not just better, but outstanding. All right, let's talk about why this approach is a winner, even if you're not some high-flying prompt engineer. The role task format formula trains your AI to think and act like a pro. Instead of giving you generic, wishy-washy advice, it serves up gold standard solutions that are tailored to your specific needs. Imagine you've got a team of industry experts at your fingertips, ready to churn out high-quality content, strategic plans, or whatever else you need without the heavy lifting. It's like having your cake and eating it, too. By making your prompts laser focused, you can save a ton of time and get results that are not just good, but exceptional. You're essentially simulating a dream team of experts. So next time you're tempted to type in a vague request, remember this little trick and watch your productivity soar. Let's jump into some real-life success stories that will show you exactly how powerful this role task format formula can be on social media. First up, let's talk about replacing consultants with AI. Yeah, you heard that right. Imagine the cost savings. One company prompted ChatGPT to act as a seasoned business consultant and asked for a detailed market entry strategy formatted as a comprehensive report. The results were so on point that they used it, skipping the need for an expensive consulting firm altogether. Who knew AI could be such a budget-friendly genius? Next, let's get into asking AI the right way for better answers. Phrasing your prompt correctly can make a world of difference. Picture this. A tech startup needed some innovative product ideas to stand out in a saturated market. Instead of a broad request, they specified, "You are an expert in tech innovation. Your task is to generate 3 unique product ideas for our startup. Format it as a brief presentation with pros, cons, and potential market impact. The output? 3 solid, well-rounded product ideas that were not only inventive, but also practical. Talk about unlocking the full potential of AI." Now, I've got to share the secret sauce behind this whole approach, which I like to call the 3-part prompt formula. It's all about being clear, specific, and structured. For instance, a blogger who was stuck in a creative rut used this formula. You are a professional content strategist. Your task is to draft a blog post on sustainable travel. Format it as an engaging 5-part series with tips, destinations, and personal anecdotes. The resulting miniseries was so captivating that it saw double the usual engagement and shares. Clearly, a little structure goes a long way. Lastly, let's talk about making AI your personal strategist, teacher, and designer. Basically, your multi-talented sidekick. Imagine an entrepreneur who needed help across multiple domains. They prompted ChatGPT like this. You are a seasoned entrepreneur. Your task is to develop a business growth strategy, a weekly email plan, and a set of brand guidelines. Format each section separately with detailed steps and examples. The entrepreneur received a holistic plan that covered all bases, significantly reducing their workload and boosting their efficiency. So there you have it. These success stories show just how transformative the role task format formula can be. Whether you're crafting social media gold, cooking up innovative product ideas, or looking for a multi-talented AI assistant, this approach has you covered. All right, it's time for you to put this into practice. Here's how you can try the role task format formula yourself. First, grab a pen and paper. Yes, we're going a bit old school here. And write down your industry and the problem you're facing. The more specific, the better. Got it? Great. Now use this formula. Act as a role. Do task. Output in format. For example, if you're in marketing and struggling with content ideas, you might write, act as a content strategist. Generate 10 blog post ideas. Output in a bulleted list. Trust me, it's going to make a world of difference. The more you play around with this, the more adept you'll become at crafting prompts that give you the golden results you need. And hey, if you're serious about leveling up your AI skills, I highly recommend getting your hands on our Master Prompting ebook. You can find the link to it in the show notes. It's packed with even more strategies and tips to take your prompting game to the next level. Well, that's a wrap for today's episode of Voice First AI. I'm your host, Michael, and I truly hope you found our deep dive into the role task format formula as exciting and useful as I do. Don't forget, if you have any questions, insights, or just want to share your own experiences with AI, feel free to drop me a message. I'd love to hear from you. And remember, all the links and resources we mentioned today are waiting for you in the show notes. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, keep making those smart conversations happen.
Step into the world of power, loyalty, and luck.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
With family, cannolis, and spins mean everything.
Now, you wanna get mixed up in the family business.
Introducing The Godfather at ChumbaCasino.com. Test your luck in the shadowy world of The Godfather slot.
Someday, I will call upon you to do a service for me.
Play The Godfather now at ChumbaCasino.com.
Welcome to the family.